Welcome to a new edition of the Gerety Talks. Today we're having a special edition to chat with the winner of the new director Lotus Gold winner from AdFest 2025. The new Director Lotus awards up-and-coming new directors to give them exposure to the creative community and help launch their directorial careers. AdFest Fabulous 5 program is one of the world's most respected platforms for kickstarting the careers of commercial directors. From a total of 26 scripts submitted from across 6 cities, there were 5 up-and-coming directors who were invited to direct 5-minute short films inspired by the theme of AdFest 2025, Collide. The directors brought the scripts to life to premiere their short films and their inspirations behind them. Mika Sasaki, director at TO Inc., is the director of I'm Perfection, who won the commendation for the Fabulous 5 this year as voted by the Filmcraft Lotus and New Director Lotus jury panel. Mika is with us today here. Congratulations and thanks for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start by a little introduction. Tell us more about where you come from, what you do, and your work.
So I was born and raised in Japan, and after graduating from university in Tokyo, I started working as an assistant director at the company called TYO. And this film is actually my first project, but I hope to work on many more in the future.
And what were your expectations when entering the festival? What did you want to achieve?
Honestly, I didn't have any expectations or goals. I didn't even expect to be selected as a finalist. So when I got the news that I was selected, I got really excited. But as we started preparing for the shoot, I got really overwhelmed by every little details. And so I just tried everything I could to make the film better, even if that meant making mistakes along the way.
And how was the experience at the festival? You met many people, you had to do many things. How was it?
It was really good. It felt surprisingly like home. Being surrounded by people from different countries. It kind of reminded me of my university life or international church I go to. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
And how was your reaction when you learned that you were the winner?
I got so confused. I was so sure that I had lost it, after seeing audience's reactions during my speech. So when they called my name, I was like, what what just happened? And I also didn't know what commendation meant. So but I just went up to the stage and one of the judges handed me the certificate and he was like, "You're amazing." He said to me like that, like 3 times. So I was like, maybe this is something good. That was my reaction.
So you was basically heard your name, went on the stage, and didn't really know what was happening.
Yeah, I was just smiling awkwardly. Yeah.
Oh, cool. So let's have a look at the campaign and then we can talk about it.
10代の若者の約8割が遺伝子操作を受けているという調査結果が出ましたが、いかがですか？
遺伝子操作。頭や見た目が良くなるもんね。いい時代だよ。まあでも、お高いんでしょ？
そうですね。ただ、政府は今後、助成金などを通じて、所得関係なく遺伝子操作が可能になる未来を目指しているとのことです。
So the film talks about perfection. Tell us about how the idea for the film came to life.
So the theme was collide, and I started thinking about how collisions happen in our daily lives. Then I started thinking about beauty filters on social media, which push us to be perfect in every way. And since I went to a mission school and I became Christian later in college, when I thought about those beauty filters and all that stuff, I couldn't help but thinking how God intentionally made us seem perfect. And so I thought maybe the reason why we're made imperfect is to create, collisions so that we could create more new ideas. And that idea led me to the idea for the script. and which is like a world where like people with people who are genetically modified to be perfect. And I wanted to show how that could actually be the worst case scenario. Yeah.
Do you think, I mean, with everything that is happening and all this fiction that we see, do you think this could actually happen one day? Maybe,
Oh
no?
no, I hope not.
Let's hope not, but actually, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, considering how like ChatGPT is developing nowadays, it's scary.
And after winning the award, I read that you commented, I never imagined receiving such an award, so I'm truly honored. Above all, I would be happy if the message of this short film reaches as many people as possible. What is that message that you would like people to receive?
I just like I just want people to start embracing their imperfections as their uniqueness. I think a lot of depressions among young people comes from comparing themselves to others on social media, like who seem more successful or more beautiful. But I mean, including myself, we all do that. But that's because we've internalized like certain standards of beauty or success. And I mean, looking back on my life, I realized that the things become more easier and more peaceful when I started when I stopped um trying to fit in those standards and instead accept myself as who I am, including my imperfections. So I think that's the message I wanted to share.
I actually was going to ask you if there's anything autobiographical within the script.
Oh, a little bit. Yeah.
But yeah, I can imagine many people identifying with the message. So yeah.
Um,
And what does this recognition mean to you?
it feels like the beginning of my journey as a director, but also a reminder to stay humble because I could have done any of this without people I worked with, like in the first place. And honestly, like recognition, this kind of thing scares me a lot because I know how praise can make people more self-centered and less humble, you know. So I don't know who I'll become in the future, but I want to keep reminding myself that like everything I've given is a gift from God and I don't own any of my success. Yeah.
Did you always know you wanted to work in the filmmaking and production in the creative industry? So how was your journey?
So ever since I was little, I've always loved art, like including like drawings, music, I mean, film or theater, those kind of thing. And I didn't know what to focus on, so I tried a bit of everything in university except film. So I applied for film and like commercial companies in Japan, and I ended up here. And I think, you know, directing doesn't require you to create like everything by yourself, but you have to be able to like visualize the whole project in detail. So I think my experience with those like different forms of art really helped me a lot to get here.
And there's actually a lot of art within the short film too. Uh,
Oh
who
yeah.
who made those works of art? I really like them. It's like aquarelle, right?
Yeah. I actually painted all of that.
Oh,
Not all of it. I actually used AI for that, like sightseeing drawings, like in the
hmm.
first part. But later, like there are like a lot of uh, kind paintings. I did all of that because I
And what
used
did you
to.
do when you after the short film with the big one? Did you keep it?
Oh no, I threw it away. It's too
No.
big. It's too big to.
And you mentioned before that you wouldn't be able to do what you did if it wasn't for a lot of people that worked with you. Who were your mentors or people that inspired you or helped you with your projects along the way?
Um, Like everyone. Like everyone taught me something. But if I had to name two people, that would be one is the director who is in the same department as me, and she's like 10 years senior, and she like before, like initially I had like a few ideas for the script, and I sent it to her, and she was like, this imperfection might work. So I decided to send it to the ad fest. And also like she helped me a lot with the storyboard and editing as well. And the other one is my producer. And when I first shared the script with him, he asked me a lot of questions about it, and like he did that so that we could like align our vision. And he also recommended me like a lot of movies or like soundtracks that might match with the I don't know the my story is done. Yeah.
And talking about movies, what are your favorite films or favorite directors? Do you have any that you can tell us about?
Oh my gosh. I don't really watch movies like compared to my coworkers, but I would say uh do you know the Japanese director Koreeda?
No, I
Oh
don't think
no.
so.
Oh, and also uh I oh my gosh, I think I need to watch more movies on Netflix. I didn't need.
And what
Sorry.
kind of projects would you like to work for in the future?
I love documentaries. I love to capture people's real emotions. And I also want to work on a project that addresses like social issues, history, like whether it's a commercial or film. I want to work on a project that has like strong messages.
And where do you think the industry is heading towards? Where do you wish it was heading towards if it's not the same thing?
Since AI is developing rapidly, I think it's gonna take over some of our work in this industry. And AI is getting better at creating a lot of contents, but when it comes to like creativity or originality, I think humans still lead. So it's not about which is better, but about like it's about knowing how and when to use AI to save money or resources. So hopefully in the future, we will be working smarter by combining AI and our creativity. That's my hope.
It's reassuring to listen that humans still lead from someone as young as you. So I am happy to hear that. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing this time with us and telling us about your life and projects. And congratulations again, and hope to see much more of your work coming up in the future.
Thank you.
10代の若者の約8割が遺伝子操作を受けているという調査結果が出ましたが、いかがですか？
ああ、遺伝子操作。頭や見た目が良くなるもんね。いい時代だよ。まあでも、お高いんでしょ？
そうですね。ただ、政府は今後、助成金などを通じて、所得関係な
何位だった？1位だったよ。私2位だった。数学だけ99点か。
佐藤5秒12、中村5秒17、高橋9秒43。
コインやりたいやついるか？
私、かなこさんとやりたいです。
高橋、お前やれるか？
はい。それではまずメインのクラス壁画についてアイデアを出していきましょう。
締め切りとクオリティのバランスを考えると射出は避けるべき。
抽象画にして一気にみんなで取り掛かる。
それ他クラスも同じこと。一部分に写実を取り入れて。かなこももっと自分の意見言ってよ。まあいいや。とりあえず今日放課後私たちで下書き書こう。もうこのクラス操作組多すぎ。急に指名してきたのは向こうなのに、あのクラスで意見言えるわけないじゃん。気にすんなって。完璧すぎて何も感情ないんじゃない？いいよ。かなこ。ごめん、先帰ってて。ごめん。私、傷つけるようなこと言った。愛花ちゃんが羨ましくて。私ずっと思ってたんだけどさ、操作してまでみんな等しく完璧でいる意味ってあるのかな。同じ人間かき集めても何も起きないじゃん。違う色がぶつかって初めて何か生まれるのに、私はもう手遅れだけど、かな子は違うよ。この部分にあえて余白を作って暗い色とコントラストにしたい。
反対側も同じようにするのはどう？
いや、そこは暖色トーンがいいかも。
それならこの色を使うのとかどう？
せっかくならこの筆で豪快に使おうよ。
みんなで絵の具ぶちまけたい。ありがとう。私が見込んだ相方なだけあるね。